Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Don't Talk Sports. My name is Dylan. In today's video, what I wanted to do is I want to talk about Travis Bazzana, the first overall pick that the Cleveland Guardians took in the 2024 MLB draft. He's currently in Lake County in the single A, or like the high A affiliate minor league team right now. He's doing pretty good. He already got a grand slam, a home run here during his first couple of games down there in Lake County. Obviously, with him being a first overall pick, he's got a lot of hype on him. Everybody's been talking about could he come up to the majors leagues now in 2024. I don't see that happening. But what I wanted to do is propose the question for all of you and myself to ask, how soon could he possibly get to the majors? Because like I said, there's the question of could he be there 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027. There's a lot of different options, and it all just kind of depends on how good he plays at each level. So what I wanted to do, like I said, just kind of talk about the way of kind of how he's playing right now, the affiliates of like going from high A to double A, triple A, and obviously majors. What does his path look like to getting there? And then, like I said, just kind of give my opinion on how soon do I think he could probably get to the majors. How soon could we see him in a Cleveland Guardians uniform playing in the majors? And also, how could it kind of work with our roster? As always, all information you're going to be seeing on screen, I'll have links to it all down in the description below. So if you want to go check it out for yourself, feel free. But I'm going to go and get straight into this. If you're going to enjoy it, as always, make sure you're going to drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. But without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, let's start off with the stats so far. It is currently August 5th, about 10 a.m. So just a reference as to when we're kind of talking about him as a player for his stats you're going to be seeing on screen here. But as you can see, he's currently in the high A minor league system. He's in Lake County. These are his stats right here. As you can see from 2024 down here at the very bottom. These are his current stats that he has going on right now. 18 at bats. He's got 6 runs, 5 hits. He has the double. Like I said, he has the home run. It's the grand slam. He's got 5 RBIs. He's doing pretty good. 278 batting average. I think whenever you're down there at that level, if you were going to be like a major league player, if you went the whole way down there, you'd probably be batting what, 450, close to like 500, because those pitchers, they're not the best pitchers in the world. They're good. They got some potential, but they're not the best pitchers in the world. His slugging is looking pretty good. His on-base percentage is looking pretty good. He could get a little bit higher in a couple of other categories, but so far he's looking good, especially for like he's only played at the current time 5 games. Looking at the way he's fielding, as you can see here, register fielding. Go to the bottom, 2024, Lake County. You can see he's doing good. Go to the errors, come the whole entire way down. He's got 1 error, so not the greatest thing in the world. Now, as you can see here, this website from MLB.com basically kind of shows the Cleveland Guardians like minor league system, everything from all the way down as single A to high A to double A and triple A. I want to kind of go through each one very quickly, just kind of explain what each one represents, and then talk about the path I think Travis Bazzana has to get up there to the majors. Now, starting off, Lynchburg Hillcats, a single A program. They're more or less the players that if you're like 18, 19 years old, just drafted, very late draft picks, this is where you're going to be. You're going to start here. And players that maybe were in the majors or like not, or were trying to get up towards like double A, triple A, and they're just struggling out of their mind, they're going to get sent the whole way down here just to try to get their confidence back up. Or it's going to be players that just are not hitting the ball well, pitching well, fielding well. They're just not doing things well. This is kind of where they're going to be. And like I said, players that are just starting out, 18 years old, 19 years old, just got drafted. High A, basically level up from single A, more or less. Players like I said, Travis Bazzana, players that get their confidence up. The little bit better players, they got potential. They can get up there to double A. They got some potential. There's some good players, good pitchers, good hitters. They just need to kind of fine-tune some things, tweak some things, and that's where this is kind of where they're put. Double A, I see as like they're some good-ass ball players. They are solid players. They just need to fine-tune some things. There's like very few things they need to work on, but if they can get those things rocking, they can easily get up to AAA, and then from AAA, it's basically like same thing as as the major leagues. It's just the players that just are struggling in the majors. They just bring them down to AAA just to see like what is it that you're doing in the majors versus what you're doing in the AAA. Because we see some players that, like, for example, me being a Guardians fan, Jonathan Rodriguez, he's a great player. He's on here for Jonathan Rodriguez, our 15th overall best prospect for the Guardians. When he is with the Guardians, he is horrible. He is sometimes getting hits, most of the time striking out, most of the time popping out. But when he's with the AAA team in with the Columbus Clippers, he's hitting home runs left and right. He's getting RBIs. He's hitting the ball, doubles. He's doing everything. Now, when it comes to Travis Bazzana, I see it like this. Obviously, he didn't need to be in single A, so the front office, they were smart there. Put him in high A, let him see what he can do with the Lake County Captains. So far, he's looking good. He's hitting the ball. He's playing well. He's got, like I said, the defense. He'll get better. He'll kind of understand the speed of the game. I think this is kind of his path. For now, keep him in Lake County. For now, the 2024 season, stay in Lake County, stay in High A for the rest of the season. I think the rest of the season, he needs to stay in Lake County, just ride it out. Next season, he's still going to be in Lake County. I think he should stay in Lake County for like the first kind of part of the year, but then eventually bring him into Double A. I think by mid-year next year, he can easily be in Double A. Finish out the next year with Double A, and then I think, if anything, at the earliest, by late next season, he could be in Columbus. Late next season, I think there's a chance he could be in Columbus if he's hitting the ball very well. I think Double A is where he's going to be by next season, 100%. He is killing the ball, and he's playing some Gold Glove style defense. He could be in AAA. And like I said, if he's killing that ball, he's playing like a major league player, he can be in AAA. And then I'd say by mid-2026, we're going to see him in a major league uniform, in the Cleveland Guardians uniform, in Progressive Field. Now, if he's still struggling, he could stay with Columbus for a little bit of time. And then maybe by late 2026, 2027, we could 100% see him in the Guardians uniform. But I think right now it's looking like 2026 is whenever we're probably going to see him. Now, here's the thing with the Guardians that I'm going to have some questions on whenever it comes to inserting Travis Bazzana. Obviously, like I said, this is going to be like 2 years down the road. But let's say for the example of what fans want. Let's say somehow in a miracle world, he is ready to go by next season. Let's say this year, the Guardians have a good year. They go to the playoffs. They win a series. Maybe things don't go right for them. Maybe they somehow don't win the World Series this year. Next season, they come back. They're still just as good as they are this year. They are looking good. And they can look at this roster and be like, if we add Travis Bazzana into this lineup, we are set. The only question I would have with our prospects, the way I look at our lineup is this. The God tier lineup, and when it comes to batting order, it doesn't matter what way you go. But when it comes to just players, and this can go for batting order as well, putting the players in the field, I would always say it's Quan in left field. For now, I would say Lane Thomas in center field. Jackenzie Noel for the bat, I would say put him in right field because the bat is so good for him when he's hitting. And if he could just stay consistent, be a decent right fielder, and get better at it, put him in right field. Obviously, Bo Naylor at catcher, David Fry at the designated hitter spot. You put Josh Naylor at first, Jose Ramirez at third. Now comes the question of short and second. Schneemann is a solid shortstop. Rocchio, he's a solid shortstop when it comes to playing the field. Schneemann has a better bat when it comes to shortstop position. Playing shortstop, he's not the greatest. Rocchio is like teetering on Gold Glove shortstop player. His bat is ass. Angel Martinez is also a great player that can go out there in the outfield. At times, if Lane Thomas or Noel or Quan needs a day off from the fielding, Martinez can go out there in the outfield. He can also play some infielder. So here comes the question. If Travis Bazzana came into the team, where is he going to play? The most obvious choice is take Jimenez. They're saying right now, move him over to shortstop, put Bazzana at second because that's Bazzana's main primary position. And a lot of times whenever you bring a player up from the minors, you don't want to put them in a position that they're not really accustomed to. You want to put them in a position that they're used to, and you take the veterans, the guys that have been kind of bounced around from positions, guys that have experience in other positions, and put them in another position, see what they can do. Right now, what they're saying is Jimenez is probably going to be moved to shortstop by next season. Hopefully, they can get him into in the offseason, spring training. They can teach him, or if he doesn't know, but if he does know, obviously just let him try to get used to some shortstop, let him play short, and then Travis Bazzana, if he comes up, he can play second base. Because it just seems like for the past few years, we've been trying to find a shortstop, whether it been Rocchio, we've tried Schneemann, we've put Freeman there and moved Jimenez over to short. We've tried all these different options. We put different guys at short. No one can seem to hack it. And I'm telling you right now, I realize these are college stats for Travis Bazzana, but if he can bring some of these stats to the majors, bring it just to the minor league system, if he can hit this kind of this well in Lake County, he's easily going to be in Double A, like I said, by next season. And then if he can keep that production up, like almost like an MLB The Show player, he's going to be in AAA by the time the season's over next year. And 2026, hello Travis Bazzana in the Cleveland Guardians uniform. I'm going to wrap it up by saying this. For the Guardians front office and the management, don't rush the kid. If he's not ready, don't rush him up there. But if he looks like he's getting a grip on everything, he's hitting the crap out of the ball, he's looking good, you eventually get him to Columbus, and he's still doing good, don't hold back on this kid. When he's ready, you send him. Because nothing would be worse than he's ready, you keep him in Columbus for like almost like a month or too long, and it's just like, it's going to get in his head because he's going to start wondering, like, am I good enough? Like, am I actually really good enough to be in the majors? Like, it's going to get in his head. When he's ready, send him. But other than that, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys did go and enjoy today's video. If you did enjoy it, as always, make sure you're going to drop a like on today's video. be very much appreciated if you do so. If you wanted to watch the entirety of today's video, thank you very much. And like I said, if you have a different opinion, do you agree or disagree with anything I said? When do you think Travis Bazzana is going to be ready to go to the Guardians and the majors? Do you think he's ready to go up to AA right now or AA right now? Do you think he's going to be in single A for a while? Do you think he could be ready for the majors by 2026, 2025, maybe 2027? Whatever your opinion may be, leave a complete opinion down in the comment section down below. Be more than welcome to talk about with you guys. If you're a fan of the content that I do poster and you want to go and hit that big red subscribe button, feel free to do so. And do not forget to hit that little notification bell to be notified second I post. But without further ado, this has been Dylan Talk Sports. Have a great day. Peace.